Let's make Ethan cry and give him feelings entry. It's got the best villain of the series, the least explained plot device of all time, and just enough J.J. Abrams mystery box nonsense to keep you guessing but never answering. Mission Impossible 3. We don't start with a cool spy stunt. Nope, J.J. skips right to Ethan tied to a chair, watching his wife Julia tied up across from him. Villain Owen Davian, Philip Seymour Hoffman, is like, tell me where the rabbit's foot is, or I'll put a bullet in her. And Ethan, he's crying, shaking, begging. You know, classic spy stuff. Cut to 24 hours earlier because apparently we're doing the Tarantino thing now. Turns out Ethan is retired from fieldwork and hosting BBQs with the neighbors. He's got a fiancée, Julia, who thinks he works for the Department of Transportation. Because nothing screams romance like lying about your career in international murder. Old IMF buddy calls. Hey, we've got a recruit who got kidnapped. Ethan's like, nah, I'm retired. Then 5 minutes later, he's suiting up because Ethan's resistance to fieldwork is about as strong as Tom Cruise's resistance to stunts. Ethan leads his new team to rescue the recruit, Lindsay. Cool helicopter chase through a wind farm, explosions everywhere. They escape. Then Lindsay's head explodes from an implanted microbomb. Yes, Mission Impossible 3 opens with Ethan failing spectacularly at his one job. Through some spy mumbo-jumbo, they learn villain Owen Davian is selling something called the rabbit's foot. No one ever explains what it actually is. Could be a virus, could be alien tech, could be J.J. Abrams' lunch order. But it's dangerous. Ethan and team infiltrate the Vatican to kidnap Davian. Highlights: Maggie Q's dress looks like it was designed by a wand machine. Ethan makes another magic latex mask in minutes because apparently IMF has 3D printers from the year 3025. They kidnap Davian mid-speech and escape like it's just another Tuesday. Davian's in custody, tied up, and still owns Ethan with his calm voice. I'm gonna find your girlfriend. I'm gonna hurt her. Then I'm gonna kill you right in front of her. This is the point where you realize Philip Seymour Hoffman is the best villain this franchise ever had. No doves, no virus, just pure menace in a suit. Transporting Davian. Easy, right? Wrong. Missiles blow up the convoy, Davian escapes, and the team gets wrecked. Ethan chases him, but loses, because in this movie, the IMF is shockingly bad at keeping prisoners. Davian grabs Julia. Suddenly, Ethan's retirement plan goes up in smoke. IMF now thinks Ethan is the mole, so he has to go rogue again, because apparently every Ethan Hunt mission ends with him getting fired. Musgrave takes part in Ethan's interrogation but discreetly mouths that the rabbit's foot is located in Shanghai, China, and provides Ethan with the means to escape. Ethan and crew head to Shanghai to steal the rabbit's foot. We still don't know what it is. Ethan does his signature giant stunt at jumping between skyscrapers with no safety harness. Because this man's health insurance must be astronomical, Ethan and his team raid the building where the rabbit's foot is secured and inform Davian that they have the rabbit's foot. Ethan, delivering the rabbit's foot alone, is forced to take a tranquilizer. As he comes to, he realizes a micro-explosive is implanted in his head. The restrained Ethan sees Davian apparently holding Julia at gunpoint. The full scene opens the movie. Despite Ethan asserting that he brought the real rabbit's foot, Davian shoots Julia and leaves. Musgrave arrives and explains that the woman killed by Davian was not Julia, but Davian's translator in a mask. The real Julia is alive and held as Davian's hostage. Musgrave reveals himself as the mole, having arranged for Davian to acquire the rabbit's foot to sell to a terrorist group so the IMF would have reason to launch a preemptive strike. To convince Ethan to cooperate, Musgrave dials his phone for Ethan to hear Julia's voice to confirm she is alive. Ethan bites on Musgrave's hand and knocks him unconscious, freeing himself, and uses Musgrave's phone, with Benji's help, to track down the location of Musgrave's last call. Ethan finds Davian and pushes him into the path of a truck, but not before Davian triggers the countdown of the micro-explosive. Freeing Julia, Ethan instructs her to electrocute him, deactivate the explosive, and then revive him. Plot twist. Julia's a nurse but can also handle a gun like she's been training her whole life. She kills Davian's goon, revives Ethan after he almost dies from an implant shock, and they walk out together. IMF clears Ethan of wrongdoing and he walks off into the sunset with Julia, which is adorable, until the next movie, when it all goes horribly wrong. This